Dolce.
Mike Dolce.
Mike Dolce.
Mike Dolce.
Mike Dolce.
Mike Dolce, my friend.
And Dolce really changed MMA in this regard. You know, when he was coming through, like I said, we were teammates. We met every day at 3 o'clock and we were working hard. Dolce, though, he had secrets. Dolce actually came along and changed all. He said, you don't need to do any of that. When Dolce came in, he just had a very small group. Guys like me that were his teammates that kind of had an end to him. And then that group grew. But everything that we do to cut weight in the world of all of it came specifically from Mike Dolce.
What I love about the Mike Dolce diet is just the flavor, just the pleasure of eating. It's not a diet that you suffer, you're always in a bad mood. He's always in a good mood.
Mike Dolce was the guy that we had to have. He's a guy who we respect, we believe in, and we know he can get results. He's not some guy that we just hired, some fitness model guy to come in and, perform this workout. This guy's the real deal. He's fought, he's helped people cut weight, he's trained people, and he's a guy who was overweight himself and has transformed his body and changed his life.
Fitness guru to the stars, Mike Dolce, my friend.
What's up, brother?
Good to see you, brother.
Likewise.
Thanks for coming back here.
Cheers to you. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks for coming on, man. I got a lot of questions.
Whoa, what's up, everybody? Yeah, welcome back to our Friday Q&A. Every Friday at 11 a.m., we're going to come on live, answer your questions. Hopefully, we can drive some value into your life. Guys, I hope you're doing great. We've been crushing it over here behind the scenes. Brand new online membership platform update is about to launch soon. I'll tell you more about that later on in the video. But right now, I want to jump straight in to your questions. If you have any questions, fitness, fat loss, finance, let me know. MMA, drama, pop culture, politics. This is our time to chat. Rarely do we get a chance to hang out for a little bit. So if you're working, put in your headphones, listen. If you can engage, hop on in. If you're doing your cardio, let me know where you are, what you're up to. And if you have any questions, ask them now. This is our ability. You have me, the 4-time world MMA trainer of the year. How cool is that? The most successful weight management coach in the history of combat sports, here to answer your questions completely free, just like we're hanging out, having a cup of coffee together, just a bunch of bros and bras, guys and gals, shooting the shit. That's the energy here. Every Friday is the goal, so make sure you come back. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, bam, hit the subscribe so you get notified. We come on live quite a bit. We're ramping this back up over here, but let me get shut up and get into the questions. What do we got here? Bam! Ramirez says, love the videos, Mike. I appreciate you, brother. Welcome. Thank you. All the feedback, guys, is super, super appreciated. What else do we have? Yes, need Dolce on YouTube. We're coming back more. We got more YouTube content. YouTube is a hard nut to crack. We've been focused on our podcast, The Mike Dolce Show. We're climbing back up in the rankings. If you do not listen, definitely take a look. Subscribe to The Mike Dolce Show audio podcast on iTunes, on Spotify. Now we're dedicated to 2 audio podcasts per week. And they're awesome. Like this, I don't know. I listen to all the top shows. Right, I'm friends. I'm good friends with Sean Stevenson. I'm good friends with Mark Bell. I've been on their show recently. There's other individuals out there who I respect, and I think everybody would agree our content is tip of the spear, right? There's no other coach. There is no other coach. There's no other podcaster who actually has the experience that I have, the world-class experience. There's a lot of experience and a lot of education and a lot of pontification. There's a lot of people who read studies, and hey, that's all cool too. But boy, we fit in really well there. And we're pushing the audio podcast. We need you guys to jump on over to listen. Let me know, give me feedback. And then we're going to keep blowing up this YouTube channel. Yo, Brandon, what's up, my man? Good to see you. Guys, ask questions. Drop them in that chat. Let's chat about it. What's up, Seth? Good to see you. Scuba, F you. Boss, Savage, let's go. Bam. Yo, cool dog Walker. What's up, my man? Bam, Darren Lord. Awesome. I appreciate you. Coach Mike, you mentioned doing progressive overload. Question number one. You mentioned doing progressive overload strength training for saddlebag arms. I was wondering if you can elaborate on what this looks like. Any suggestions or advice is welcome. So yes, you're going back a few weeks now on our Instagram page. We do an Instagram live every single day inside our stores. You can go in the stores and I always have a message up that you can ask me a question. Click the ask a question, boom, ask the question, and I'll go through it. I answer dozens to hundreds of questions based upon my schedule every single day. And it's kind of like a running log all day, every day. I'm answering questions for you guys. And one question was, what do I do about these saddlebag arms? Like the hangy little tricep fat. And I said, number one, it's fat, right? That hangy looseness, we have to lose the body fat. You got to pull the body fat down, and we lose the body fat over the entire body. You cannot spot reduce one area of your body with regards to body fat. Now, you can make marginal improvements to increase the efficiency of stubborn areas, and you can help urge the stubborn areas to work as well as the non-stubborn areas. That's another conversation. I'll probably do an entire podcast, the Mike Dolce Show podcast, on that, because that's going to take me a good 30 to 60 minutes to give you all the science, all the background, and then the multifaceted path forward. So when we want to lose that kind of dangly, I'm trying to dangle, my triceps don't dangle. When we're trying to make that dangle saddlebag go away, well, we have to start losing body fat. We got to get leaner to reduce the cottage cheese that's kind of hanging between the muscle and the skin, right? It's like an overstuffed pillow of cotton just kind of dangling. The next thing we need to do is we need to start building muscle. And we want to build muscle around the entire body, not just the tricep. We want to build muscle around the entire body, and this is stuffing the shirt. We want to grow the musculature inside the t-shirt, right? So if you go from let's say you have a medium functional body mass, muscle, bone, organs, you're a medium. But because of body fat in between your medium body frame and your extra large skin sac, there is that much cotton in between, or body fat in between. So as we're now shrinking the body fat between the medium and extra large, you think about the margin, you think about the space of all that soft fluff. We're shrinking that down, and we can shrink that down. We can help you shrink that down. But as we're shrinking down the size of the skin to meet the size of the functional mass, we want to then start growing the mass. I want to grow my functional muscle tissue from a size medium into a size large as I'm bringing my extra large skin sac down to a size large instead of a size medium, so we can meet in the middle, if you will, right? Boom, bicep of truth right there. Pop, I'm not even trying. Bicep of truth is popping. But we want to bring that skin sac down as we bring the muscle mass up. This is what we call stuffing the shirt. And it's a very simple in concept, simple for us because we have all the science, all the background, all the details, all the experience on how to do that. But for you, it needs to be it needs to be employed. Now, I'll wrap this up here, and I hope this has helped, because this is for men and women. This is for everyone, all of us who want to recomp. Now, briefly, I used to weigh 282 pounds as a competitive power lifter. I was 35% body fat. I was wearing a triple extra large t-shirt. How about that? I then went from a 282 pound power lifter at 35% body fat all the way down to a 170 pound mixed martial arts professional fighter at 5% body fat. Think about, I went from, I could fit into a small t-shirt that was like super skin tight, but I was a medium t-shirt, skin sack, from an extra large. I wish I could show photos here. I don't have the technology, and hopefully I'll get Andrew to start producing for us and we could start throwing this stuff up. Maybe post-production, I'll put this into a reel down the road. There's no loose skin on me. There's no wiggle anywhere because of this. And there's other things that we did. So feel free to ask more questions on this. Throw them into the Q&A on Instagram also, and I'll go deeper on this topic. But this is worthy of the Mike Dolce Show audio podcast, where we take individual questions just like this, and we go for 30 to 60 minutes. I think you guys are going to love it. Bam, Savage and Minion. What's up? I appreciate you. Brandon, St. Louis, Missouri, currently doing LIST. Hell yeah. Getting that low intensity, steady state cardiovascular activity. Bam. Done, and done. What we got? Bill, what's up, Bill? Good to see you, brother. Your opinion on zero tolerance eye pokes in MMA. I think it should be 1 point deduction every time. Just my opinion. F you, Dolce. Bill, I appreciate that. I lost a fight. One of my earlier pro fights. I forget the state I was in. And I fought a former UFC guy. I forget his name. Shane Prim, I believe it was. And the fight was going great. Shane was big and long. I rocked him. Hit him, bang, bang, bang. You know, he's good. Like, the fight was going well. I felt really confident. He wasn't hurting me. I was taking his shots. My shots were effective. His shots weren't hurting me at all, from my perspective anyway. Shane then throws a probing jab, and he double finger poked me in my eye. It felt like he touched the back of my skull, like all the way through, boom, to like his fingers went into my eye socket, and like I felt his glove punch me in the cheek. I literally thought I lost my eye. I thought my eye was gone. I was like, in that flash of the moment, I pictured like my eye hanging. I thought it was going to be like hanging out, like you've seen this before. Hospital. Oh my God, what am I going to tell my wife? What am I going to tell my mom? I can't believe this happened to me. Like, this is what I'm thinking. And I dropped to the ground. Like, I didn't care about the stupid fight anymore. I dropped to the ground. The worst pain. I'll say it though. Like, I could still feel the pain, the worst pain I ever experienced. I didn't care about the stupid fight at that moment. I cared about being able to see my kids, being able to be a functioning dad. Like, that's what I was thinking about in that moment. And I'm there and I hold my eye, and the ref comes and he waves the fight off, and I get up. I can't see anything on my eye. They come, they check it. They're like, your eye's okay. I'm like, I can't see. I'm fucking blind out of my eye. They wave the fight off. They give him the fight. Now that's a win for him. I'm like, in that moment, I can't even protest. I can't even like care about that. Like, I want to get back to the backstage. I want to see the doctor. I got to go to the fucking hospital. I'm thinking, do I have my insurance card with me? How am I going to get to the hospital? How am I going to get home? My flight's tomorrow. Fuck. Like, this is all the stuff that I'm thinking. This is real talk, real time, real talk. As the night went on, my vision slowly started to come back. I was just deeply black and blue. It's like my eyes swelled for like the next 3-4 days. I was supposed to fly the next day. I didn't fly the next day because I was scared to get on the plane and all the additional pressure inside the socket. I'm a victim of this. That being said, I don't think we should arbitrarily take a point on a first offense. But I do think it should be under the referee's discretion to do so, because some eye pokes are unintentional. It happens. It happens. One time, I forget who I was fighting. I'm grappling. The guy shoots into me. I sprawl down, and I go to put a front headlock, kind of like a hard style front headlock where you lead with the forearm, bam, and I accidentally thumbed the dude in the eye. Unintentional. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I felt it squishy. I was like, ugh, it was gross. It was so gross. I was like, ew, gross. And I felt it. And I was like, oh, sorry. Like, I was like, I'm trying to knock him out with like a forearm fucking smash to the face and like grind the fucking, front headlock, like really nasty across his face. Cause that's the way we were taught. Bam, blast it, make it hard. And the stupid fucking gloves I was wearing, my thumb went into his eye socket. I felt so bad. And after the fight, he wanted to fight me backstage for eye poking him. I was like, I said, so I didn't do it on purpose, man. Like, I didn't do that on purpose. Why would I eye poke you when I'm fucking on top, putting you in a front headlock? Like I was in a fucking fully dominant position, full control of that fight. Why am I a stupid eye poke you? And it was like, so like I've been in both situations. It was unintentional. I could say it was unintentional. Now, if the ref came and said, hey, don't do that again, I'm taking a point, I would have been like, oh, yes, sir. Now I'm cognizant of that. I got to be really careful. And that's fair. So, Bill, to answer your question, and that's a great question, I'm going to say no. First time, ref's discretion. Now, we've seen intentional eye pokes before where athletes are just like, bip, straight in. Ref should be like, it's like a nut kick. Like, I would say, hey, and also I think the amount of damage is going to matter also. So that's my opinion. Jed Spence, what's up, young lady? Do you have a formula for fiber intake? I try to get 25 to 30 grams a day. That is adequate? So we kind of set right around 30 grams per day for the average healthy adult. Right around 30 grams is our low watermark to be in the optimized category. And then it's really dependent upon, well, how big are you and how much food are you eating throughout the day? Now, we don't have you weigh this, therefore you must eat this much. It's not that. It's kind of like our calorie target. We don't let anyone go below 1,500 calories unless it's like for just an acute short day or two here or there to like peak out for competition, simply because we understand you need a certain amount of total calories to receive a certain amount of total nutrition. But Jen, I'd say 25, 35, you are right inside that sweet spot. Hero says, hey, 4 meals a day, hard gainer. I'm about to purchase your whey product. Best time to consume it. Thanks. Well, Hero, I don't have a whey product on the market right now. And everyone listening, do not buy from Metcon thinking you're buying a Dolce product. We have zero relationship with Metcon. Metcon infringed on our trademark. They abused our trademark. Metcon will not send us the simple receipts and profit statements to share the revenue of a 3-year relationship. They won't even show the receipts to us. I have zero respect for the people over at Metcon, specifically the owner, Dan Cox. I am happy to show every email, every piece of communication, literally begging him to simply show us the receipts. We had to send 2 cease and desist letters after sending an official notice of termination that they are not allowed to sell the Dolce Whey. They're not allowed to use my name and likeness. They're not allowed to use my trademarks of the Dolce diet or the Dolce Whey or the Dolce approved, which they continued to do after receiving the official notice of termination, after receiving the first cease and desist letter, and then they received a second cease and desist letter, and then these people, I'm being so kind right now, and then these people, they continued to use my name and likeness to market their own branded product using my formula. They just put their label on my formula and they used my name, my likeness, my face, my brand, I believe, to dupe you into believing it was affiliated with me. They did that on Amazon, and guess what? Amazon actually slapped them upside the head and removed their products off of Amazon as a result of that after the fact, just to show you how fucking wrong they were and wrong they are. I have zero nice things to say about Metcon, about the ownership, about their business practices. And you guys should let them know what your honest opinion. Don't let me sway you either way. You should let them know what you think. If you ever purchased a product from them, if you ever purchased the Dolce Whey from them, if you ever purchased anything believing it was associated with me after August of 2023, when we served them the letter of termination, well, you should let them know. You should let them know how you feel. And please Send me whatever response they send you, unless you post it publicly inside their comments, inside their reviews, which you, of course, are empowered to do, so you can let other prospective consumers understand your experience with them. Shame on Metcon. But don't worry, I have zero confidence that Metcon is even collectible, in that I don't even think these individuals can run a healthy business. And likely the money that they owe me, and they will always owe me, and that will always hang over their head, especially in the coming weeks and months when they start receiving some really, really fun documents from my team. That's not going away, but I have zero confidence I'll ever be made whole. But I'm not going away. What we are doing is we're actually now launching our own supplement company, which you're going to hear about very soon. And our company will be based upon integrity and honesty. Our supplement company will be based upon delivering the most powerful nutrients to our community. 100% all natural ingredients. 100% clinically proven dosages. 100% honestly crafted, honestly produced, honestly manufactured, and honestly delivered to you, our family. And you will be treated like family. We will be making these supplements to help you be better, live better, not to steal your money, not to lie and deceive and pretend. We're simply going to produce amazing products with high levels of integrity, with the top quality that you deserve and that we will put our name to. That's going to be coming soon. There's actually a link in the show notes. Sign up for our newsletter, because members of our newsletter will be the first ones to know when we start to launch the company. You will have access to free product, free swag, a free, you want to become an ambassador, a free ambassadorship. We're going to have so much cool free stuff. So much good nature, so much good energy, and it's going to be the opposite of Metcon. Because of that experience, they've woken up the bear, as they say. No longer am I going to let low quality people like that deceive the market. I'm going to show the world that you can produce the highest quality health and sports supplements while using only 100% all natural ingredients. No synthetics, no sucralose, no red number 50, no aspartame, no synthetics ever. How about that? And it will be better. Okay, that's my rant. Whew. I want to know, Darren says, I want to know how you train your traps. Once a week, just shrugs, or you lifting cars. I used to lift cars, actually. My two buddies, John and John, the two Johns, back when we were in high school and then, early 20s or so, we were so enamored with pumping iron. There's a scene in Pumping Iron when Franco Columbu, Arnold Schwarzenegger's training partner and best friend, he actually picks up the front of a car in his hometown of Sardinia, Sicily, and he lifts up the car and he moves it. So because the car was like parked, it was stuck. He actually moves the car. We were like, awesome. So what did we do? We started going around. We started moving the cars of our friends in high school. They'd park a certain way. We like move their car. Sometimes we would actually move their cars perpendicular to the curb. People were like, I can't believe somebody hit my car. Like, what happened? And we were like, haha. Like, we were such losers. We were such meatheads. We go and like, we get our powerlifting belt. We put our powerlifting belts on. We like to make a big show of it. We're dumb teenage kids, right? Make a big show of it. And we lift these cars and we move them. So I did do a little bit of that. But there's a genetic predisposition. But that was brought out because I am a hard worker. I've always said that. I've done no exercises differently than you've ever seen. I just do them extremely hard and extremely I don't do any non-conventional exercises. All the basic multi-joint compound movements is what I have used my entire career to build my physique and my strength and my athleticism. That's it. No, I don't have to almost do anything. But I was deadlifting. I mean, I've been deadlifting since I was in high school. I was deadlifting over 500 pounds in high school, then 600. I've deadlifted over 700 pounds before. 735 is the heaviest deadlift I ever moved. I was 280. So I think I was like 268, high 260s when I deadlifted the 735. And then when I got fatter, I couldn't deadlift as much because my big stupid belly was in the way. I started to lose my leverage like once I got over 270, but my squat went up. And I was like, I was a better squatter than a deadlifter anyway. So I was like, hey, what I add to the squat is more than I would have pulled on the deadlift. So let's keep the belly a little bit bigger. Derek, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Hugh, I'm happy. And all my friends inside our text stream, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate that. That is what the membership is about. Why being a part of our text group, you get the inside information just like this. And for everyone who's here, let me actually give you the number. If you guys want to be a part of this internal text group, I just texted the number. All you do is text 732-487-3445. Text that number. You will get a message back and you will be added to my group text message. So when I go live and I do things like this, when we have announcements, 2 weeks ago, I did an impromptu live fat loss Q&A. That went through the text message stream, right? That the people inside the text stream, they're the only ones who were invited. So make sure you text that number so you can come on in and you can join. Evan, what's up, Savage? Fucking crushing it. Iron Evan on Instagram, everybody. Bro, you are killing it. I'm like, look, I got like 3 different cameras. You are killing it, Evan, man. Super proud of you, brother. What do we have here? Boom, boom, boom. Savage says, what are your thoughts on BMI, the body mass index? It doesn't make sense to me, and I stopped going by it a long time ago, but people still go off it. Well, the BMI is helpful in general population. We understand BMI is correlated to many health concerns on a general level. On an individual level, I'm considered obese. I have a high BMI. But when you look at me and what we do inside the Dolce diet, we look at the BMI, which is an equation based upon your height and body weight. Simple. Okay. But then we look at your hip to waist ratio. That changes it. And then we look at your body fat percentage if you have it. That changes it completely. So when you look at my BMI, I'm obese. When you look at my hip to waist ratio, I'm fit. When you look at my BMI, I am in the top 1% of healthy humans. That's the way we should look at it. But we still pay attention to BMI. Thoughts on 6-hour eating windows? Asking for a friend. I can't eat in a 6-hour window because I eat approximately 6 plates of food per day. I can't eat 6 plates of food within 6 hours and adequately digest all 6 plates. And that's my problem with the intermittent fasted, the time restricted eating. It's not a matter of how long can I go between meals. It's a matter of how long does it take to adequately digest this food. So we're focused on digestive clearing, digestive efficacy. How long does it take for my body to digest this food? We have mechanical digestion, which is the chewing. Then we have chemical digestion, which happens in the stomach. And then the food, then it makes its way into the small intestine where absorption then begins. How long does that take? 6 hours is just not enough time for most humans. And most humans have very inefficient digestive systems because what you've been eating the entirety of your life is foreign foods that causes a disruption to the digestive process. This is why we're more like 8, 10, 12 hours, like right around 11 hours seems to be the sweet point for most people inside our system. KRPV says, do you think megadosing melatonin has any benefits? Honestly, I don't have enough data to give you a yes or no. I personally take 5 milligrams of melatonin, which seems to be a great dose for me. I get great sleep. I get better sleep. I've a few times I've tried 10 milligrams and it takes me 2 hours to wake up. Like the first 2 hours of my day, I'm just super groggy. Now, this is anecdotal. I'm not pretending to be a melatonin expert, but I'd say, hey, start slow. I'd say start with 1 milligram if you're going to choose to start it and just kind of gauge your response over time. Derek says, when I lift heavy in the gym, I get a spike in blood sugar. Any idea as to why that is and how I can prevent that from happening? Well, this is very common. It happens to most people. As you are lifting is a glycolytic process. Glycolytic means you require sugar. So your blood sugar spikes because your body actually needs that sugar to perform the workouts that you're doing. I would wonder, are you eating a very simple, even diet throughout the day? Are you keeping your blood sugar better managed throughout the day? It sounds like, I mean, we all see our blood sugar spike and then there's a crash. Now, yours might be spiking high. Now, you might have a little insulin insensitivity. So I would say, have you had comprehensive blood work yet? If not, I would strongly suggest sitting with your doctor, getting a good blood panel done, making sure you don't have any cofactors to consider. And then I'd say, all right, am I eating appropriately? Am I eating, let's say, the 4x4? Maybe you're following our Living Lean program. Am I eating the right meals at the right time with the right space in between so my body has a nice easy influx of calories throughout the day, prepared for my workout? Before my workout, I usually have 2 rice cakes with a little bit of honey or maybe a half of a ripe banana. So I'm trying to bump my blood sugar up a little bit as I go into the workout so I have more usable energy because my workouts are hard and they're glycolytic. I'm going to need that sugar for the workout. I hope that helps. Paul says, no matter how clean I eat, I still get acid reflux down to 191 from 240. Hey, good for you. Waiting on my first Bondi Pure. Hell yeah. That is awesome. I'm so happy to hear, my man. Definitely tell me what you guys think. Guys and gals, if you don't know, we started working with Bondi Pure because we are so god darn impressed in how Bondi Pure is working for me first, my wife second, and then our internal clients third. And now it's growing inside our community since we started talking about the benefits of Bondi Pure on digestion, to reduce bloating, to improve energy. Like Bondi Pure, I talked about it on my podcast very briefly. One of my good friends who I've known for years, who is a titan inside industry, in the fitness industry, he's behind a lot of the big companies. He reached out and said, Mike, listen, I'm working with a company right now. We're working on a product right now, and it's awesome. I've never asked you to be a part of or to review any other product I've ever been a part of because I didn't want to leverage our relationship. But I want to send this to you and I want to get your take on it. And I want you to like really tell me what you think because I think we have a winner here. And I was like, yeah, send it. Now, this happens a lot. I get a few deliveries a week from other great people, friends, non-friends, associates, just like random people that are like, hey man, check out my product. Check it out. Will you check it out? You send it. And I do the due diligence and I check it out. And I'm like, oh, it's okay. It's this, is that, but whatever. Most of the powders, not nearly what they say it's going to be. So he sends it. I get it. Bondi Pure comes. I'm like, ooh, all right. This packaging looks good. So I'm starting my own supplement company. And we've been busting our tails on packaging and labeling. I'm like, wow, they know what they're doing. The packaging is money. This is beautiful. This is a top tier packaged product. But what are the ingredients? And I go down the list. Man, these ingredients are incredible. These ingredients are great. There's a bang, organic, bang. I was like, all right, this is awesome. All right, tomorrow morning, because it's a quote, it was made as a fasting product to help people extend their fasts or to stave off hunger while on the fast to increase energy of those who are fasting. But then the team at Bondi Pure found that everyone's digestion started to just improve dramatically. And that's what I was most interested about. So I said, let me give them the proper respect. And I fast. I have my dinner. I stop eating at like 7 o'clock at night or so. I wind down with brandy, go to bed, wake up the next morning. I hydrate. I get my fasted list in. So I'm already in a 12, 13-hour, quote, fasted state before I have my first meal. So I get done my list. I come home, Bondi Pure. I open it up. I was like, ooh, look at this powder, huh? It's probably going to be some grainy, tastes like grass, hippy-dippy product, good ingredients, but not good delivery. I'm a skeptic. This is what I'm thinking. I mix it. Bzz, and I got these little hand frother. Bzz, mix it for like 10 seconds. I smell it. I was like, huh, this actually smells pretty good. I take a sip. Oh, that's delicious. And I'm waiting for the like weird aftertaste. It's delicious. I drink the whole thing and I taste it. This is refreshing. Like, this is my feedback. Smelled good. Tasted great. My first response was, I feel refreshed. It's refreshing. And then all right, now it hit my stomach. Let me wait for 15 minutes or so. Oh. I feel good. It actually feels like it belongs in me. I still feel refreshed. I feel light. I feel healthy. And then I kind of felt it because I'm very intuitive. This is what I do. And I could like feel it making its way, then leaving the stomach and kind of getting into the small. And I could kind of like feel a little bit. I was aware because I was completely fasted at this point. I was empty outside of water. I feel it go through. And I was like, man, I feel great. I feel great. Next day, same thing. Like maybe it was a one-off. Day 2. Man, this Bondi Pure is awesome. Day 3, now I'm craving it. I'm looking forward to it. Day 4, day 5, what I noticed, my digestion got better. I noticed my bowel movements got better. The first couple days, I actually had not to be crass, I had a second bowel movement, which is like never happens. I was like, oh. And it was like pristine, holy pleasant, very pleasant. I wanted to like tell people about it. I'm telling you about it. Pleasant. That was only for the first 3 days. Day 4, back to my normal 1 time a day, you know, my meeting, my early morning meeting. And that then was even better, even cleaner, like more whole, like it was just better. So my point here, and to answer again, Paul's question, because he just put in his first Bondi Pure order, I'm sure from one, because I mentioned this a few times now. I freaking love it. I love it so much that I'm telling you about it. There is a link below this video where you can learn more, but I'm going to say, go learn more about it. Just because I had a great experience and now thousands of other people, and I've read all the reviews and all the testimonials. I've sat with the entire board, the owner, the CEO, the entire scientific team, the manufacturer. Like I've sat with the entire team 2 months ago, multiple times before I ever mentioned it to you guys to do my own due diligence, to make sure like all this is above board. There's no shenanigans here. Like these are good people with a great product and they're super smart. And the scientific formulation is awesome. Like that's why I'm sharing it with you. And then first person as a consumer, as a customer, I've tried it. I love it. I feel great. So click the link, learn more about it. Do your own due diligence, look at all the ingredients, and then notice they have a 90-day, 100% money-back guarantee. If you don't like it for any reason, you get your money back. Like that, I love that because it shows the confidence in their product, and there's zero risk for you, our community, which I value our relationship more than anything. A lot of products will come and go, and there's most of the products I've never, ever, I think about it, I never mention products. I'm spending 5 minutes now talking about Bondi Pure because I believe that much in their product, and I want you to do your own diligence, you to check it out, and then let me know what your experience was. So, Paul, let me know, man, how it's going, and keep me posted on that. Once again, I'm doing my Dolce walk as you talk. Hell yeah, Carl. Get that in. Bang, bang. Jen says, thoughts on testosterone placement for women? Doctor recommended. 100% I agree. Hormone replacement therapy is for a reason. It's like saying, what do you think about insulin replacement therapy for a diabetic? Yeah. You want to improve your quality of life? You want to improve your health span, your lifespan? You want to be able to enjoy your time, your activities? Yeah. Now, only with a doctor, I would say. And if you do not have access to a doctor, if you want a second opinion, we actually work with an amazing medical team. All of our VIP clients go through. So if you're interested in that, is that below? Let me see if I actually have a link below. Work with Mike, 3 weeks to shred it, Dolce. If you guys are interested in that, you can actually set up blood work through our shop. Let me see if I can pump that in here for you. You don't have to. Like, I'm not saying you must, but I'm saying if you want an amazing team to take a look at your blood work, to really give you a hand to help you, and then you actually get my own oversight. Let me see. All right, the link for the blood work, I just put that in. If you're interested, of course, our team is incredible. So what happens? You get a complete, comprehensive, optimized blood panel through our team, way more than your general practitioner is going to give you. From there, you then have a consultation with a patient care coordinator from our medical team. After our doctor actually goes through, reviews your blood panel for you, and provides their individual notes on every single lab value, you then have what we call a PCC, a patient care coordinator, which is an advanced degree health science individual who provides a full review. And then you actually sit with me for a one-on-one 30-minute coaching call where we take all of their information, we put into our system, and we say, okay, now let's act as your advocate between you and the medical team. We are the holistic side, the nutrition side, the exercise side, the lifestyle side. Here's all the lifestyle stuff we can do. Before maybe some of the medical intervention side comes in, we give you the full understanding. So you have the medical conversation, then you have the holistic conversation, and then you have the ability to make the best informed choice. But I work as your advocate. This is what I would do. This is what my family would do. If you were my wife, if you were my daughter, if you were my mother, if you were my brother, if you were my son, if you were my dad, this is what we would do. And this is what we can do. So Jen, that would be my answer for you. I hope that is helpful. I got another few minutes here, guys and gals, before I have to jump off. Oh, bam. Travis Lee with a $10 AUD, which is a $10 Australian super chat donation. I appreciate that. Let me definitely answer your question here. Hey, coach, best advice on how to approach weight cutting for a competition when you need to compete shortly, sometimes immediately after weigh-in, such as jiu-jitsu. Brother, we work with a lot of same-day competition. Same-day weigh-ins, I like them even more because it forces you to compete closer to your weight class. That's all. We want you to be at your weight class, training at your weight class, training around your weight class, which means now you have to be more diligent, more dedicated, more focused. You just have to be healthier. Now here, that's like, oh, womp, womp, womp. I don't want to be that. No, but here's the best part. Your training is even better now because you're healthier. You're leaner. You start gaining more muscle, losing more body fat. Your energy goes up. You can train more. You can get more reps in. You can push harder. You can get more time on the mat. You're better recovered because now your nutrition is better. You become more of an athlete. All the athletes that we start working with that have same day, like the IBJJF guys and some of the other, and gals also, a lot of boxers, a lot of Muay Thai, a lot of these like strikers, a lot of it's same day weigh-ins, like the amateur level. They become better athletes because now they're focused on their nutrition 52 weeks out of the year. They're not always cutting. Now it's more of the European style, by the way. Most of the European combat athletes, they compete within 2 kilos of their walk around weight. We adopt a Western, because our strength, conditioning, and nutrition is better with respect to my friends over in Europe. We have just more advancements over here. We have you walking around typically within 2 to 3% of your weight class, leaner, stronger, healthier, better. That is my strong suggestion to you. If you have any further questions, please feel free to ask me. Hero says, thanks for the note on Metcon. Absolutely. We have zero affiliation with Metcon. If you receive any emails from Metcon that have any image of me, if they mention me, if there's any of my logos, my faces, any Dolce diet, Dolce approved, the Dolce way, Mike Dolce, if you have received any of that since February of 2024, email it to Gabby, Gabby at thedolcediet.com. Please, 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 please. Email it to me. We've already had dozens of people email like, Dolce, is this you? Why am I getting emails to resume my subscription with images of you? Like, oh, are you back with Metcon? Fuck no, we're not. Shame on them. I mean, what horrible people. Who does that? Who does that? Like, are they that incompetent? They have to try and leverage another unaffiliated individual and business because their brand is just so sucky? It seems to be the case. But if you guys have received any of those solicitations from that company, email Gabby, Gabby at thedolcediet.com so we can put it into our file. I appreciate you guys for that. Now, I got to hop off here. So many more great questions. Guys and gals, thank you so much for, man, all this great stuff. I wish I could jump in. Drew Harrington, bam, I want to shout you out. A $4.99 USD super chat donation, brother, without even asking a question. Super kind of you, my man. If I can do anything for you, anyone who does a super chat donation, just know anything you donate goes back into you, into the team, into the brand, goes into more software, getting our producer Andrew on board. So more great content coming through, and it means a lot to me. So thank you all so much. James, what's up, brother? Good to see you, my friend. Hope all is well. All right, guys and gals, I have to hop off now. I appreciate you. Remember, if you haven't, subscribe to this channel so you get notifications like this for the algorithm. Give the thumbs up and leave a simple comment below just for the algorithm, right? That's all I ask. You can simply say F-U Dolce, which is like goes back 10 years. It simply means effing unbelievable content, Dolce. Like F-U Dolce is a term of affection if you ever see it. You're on the inside. If you have questions, leave them below. But I do have to jump off now. Guys and gals, thank you